Hey everyone, it's me Mike here. Hang on, let me just open the blind right now. Alright, that's much better. Basically, gonna do my Q&A session that I said we were gonna do. First one's from Corey Bain. What do you think it would be like if I had my own colleagues, since I've been talking to you before? From Corey Bain. Corey, I think you have a pretty decent colleague on your hands. I mean, maybe not mainstream success at first, but maybe, for a year, maybe a year and a half, but you could be up there, I think you could find your audience. So, if you had your own colleague, yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good success, Just, follow some simple rules, like using a capture card, be into it, I know why the owners have already said that, but basically, have fun with it, just like Bob Ross said, have fun. Here's from the main director of XWF. Which colleague is your personal favorite? Right now, I kind of have to go to ICCW. They just have a different style than the SMF, and that's kind of surprising, but I say ICCW just by a hair, by a hair. Of all the colleagues, which superstar is best? Of all the colleagues, Murphy, Captain Murphy might be one, Bizarro Murphy might be two, Bob Saget, let's see. I have to say it'd be a tie between Captain Murphy and / Bizarro Murphy and Bob Saget for some reason. I just like how they look. Oh, and George Costanza and DWA. Let's see what else. Will you be reviewing CAW when Worlds Collide in July? Yes, I actually plan to go there. That's going to be one interesting. I guess you can't really call it a click review or a mega event. Maybe a super mega event, because there are going to be so many different colleagues. It's going to be like kind of like when when a couple different leagues come over. It's kind of, I have a feeling it's going to have an atmosphere of a brand versus brand versus brand versus brand kind of style, see which one gets the most views or something like that. But yeah, I will hopefully be reviewing that. That's going to take quite some time, so be on the lookout for that, and hopefully I'll have enough memory to commentate, to review about that. Thank you from XWF. Moving on, this is from WEW owner. What CAW do you think is better, SMF or ICCW? I think I kind of already said that. I personally said, well, going back to number 2, if all time, I kind of like ACWL and no DQ, so we'll put those there and say ICCW I like a little bit better by a hair. By a wee hair. What do you make of these shows? What made you do these? Want you to do these shows? Well, originally because I just felt like, gee, I kind of want to do stuff involving CAW, but I'm not really a good person who design CAWs, and I didn't want to do all the move sets. So I kind of thought to myself, I really want to be a part of this, but what can I do? And then I've been seeing all these other guys review wrestling, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that. Basically, that kind of led me about 4 months ago to start this account. I was planning to starting it this summer, basically to get a base amount of people behind me, and I guess people have responded pretty well. Thank you for that question. Number 6. Who's your favorite CAW superstar? Basically, let's see, favorite CAW superstar. If it's all time CAW superstar, All time, I liked Mike Myers back in the day, back in No DQ. He was pretty good. Mr. Clean, I always liked Mr. Clean. You know, he was always the dirtiest player in the game. Basically, favorite college superstar. You know, I had to go with kind of Mr. Clean a little bit. So if out of like every call ever, Mr. Clean, hands down, favorite superstar. Okay, what do you think about Dr. Pizza being a commentator for SMF War and SmackDown Extra? Should he stay or leaving, considering what happened to him and why? That's from Ray with 619. Considering what happened to him, I would like him to stay, but he probably will stay, but I don't know, because with the whole situation with his family and everything. But it's kind of down to him. If it was me, my choice, I would want him to stay, because I personally am a fan of his commentating style. I think he's a great commentator. Sure, he botches sometimes, but come on, who doesn't? Hell, I think I've even botched this show sometimes. Just have to think about that. Okay, I already said that. Considering your experience on car reviews, what do you reckon should be a colleague? Let's see. Considering your experience on car reviews, what do you reckon should be in a colleague if someone like you were to try it out? That's an interesting question, also from Ray with 619. I reckon. No, just kidding. Well, first off, you know, look at how all the better colleagues are. They at least have a capture card. Not a decent one. I don't know what kind of capture card most of them have, but they at least have a capture card. So don't use like a cell phone. Don't use like a camcorder. People are just gonna see it and they're like, this person may have not done a whole lot of work. Just maybe put the camera down and like start playing, you know. Yeah, I know it's a little money, but if, you know, you don't have the money, then wait, you know, it's fine. Secondly, if you're going for like superstars wise, you gotta look at what type of league. You're either gonna be the funny league or the serious league. If you're the funny league, you know, go with people, you know, like comedians, like superheroes and everything. If you're trying to be the serious league and have like original people, then kind of take, you know, some people like actors, actresses, you know, like real people, and come up with some original people, like, you know, Chick Gambino and the SMF, because Chick Gambino's the original champion. Yeah. Basically, that's kind of interesting. Here's a long one. I actually did not get the name down, so if you're watching out there, could you please tell me your name? I'm sorry about that. If SMF was to have this year as their last year, and ICCW was to have one more year and then retire, what do you think would happen to other colleagues after the two best colleagues would have finished? Would they have bothered to would they just bothered not to make any more videos, or in your mind would they try to aim higher and make it their leagues better? I would say, to answer the first half of the question, yeah, I bet you there's so many colleagues out there. I mean, there's not just SMF and ICCW, definitely, by all means. There's like a lot. I mean, there are like 6 that could be graded up with like the ICCW and SMF. That, you know, like DW, I would say moving up probably. I know I'm gonna get some backlash from this, but I'd say DWA and then C.A.W. would move up to number 2. But that is my own opinion, and I will stick to it. Basically. Okay, I think I'm actually over time, so I'll probably stick the end of this part somewhere. Hopefully I didn't go over time. Thank you, everyone. Peace. Look out for part 2.